When approaching loose gravel on a road, you should blink before the gravel. What should you do? Type in your answer. This is question 1. Type in your answer. The correct answer, you want to reduce your speed because gravel's like little ball bearings. And if you don't slow down, you're going to spin out of control. So this is why you want to be very careful. Which of the following does not apply when driving on a gravel road behind another vehicle? Please put in your answer. I'll read it again. Which of the following does not apply when driving on a gravel road behind another vehicle? Let's get those answers in. It is B, passing the vehicle. Passing is a very dangerous maneuver. You need to make sure you can accelerate past the vehicle. You don't want to go over the speed limit. You need to make sure you can see the vehicle in your rear view mirrors. There's a lot of steps. A lot of beginners go too slow, they go too fast, they lose control of the car. It is a process, and you will learn this process. You are driving in a steady rain. A good indicator that blink can occur when the vehicle in front of you creates water splashes. Hydroplaning. Hydro is water. Plane means to lift. Reduce your speed when it's raining, and if you see water splashing everywhere, you're probably going to end up spinning out and losing control. When roads are slippery, you should avoid making fast what? When roads are slippery, you should avoid making fast what? If you're listening, put in some comments, put in some questions. This is Driver's Education Review. You should avoid making fast turns. You're going to spin out, and hard stops. You will rear end the vehicle. A lot of beginning drivers, and a beginning driver is someone with less than 10 years experience. If you're 14, 24. If you're 16, 26. If you're 17, 27. It takes 10 years. That is your maturation process. So every year you want to get better driving. You want to say, man, I didn't get any tickets this year. Next year I want to do better. And then you have to mentally prepare. Next, the best way to prevent skidding on a slippery road surface is to what? The best way to prevent skidding on a slippery road surface. What do you want to do? You want to steer and brake gradually. Squeeze the brake gently so your car has time and your tires have time to grip the road. What is the primary problem associated with front wheel lockup when braking on a slippery surface and its inability? What is the problem? You are the problem. What is the problem? The problem is steering the vehicle. A lot of you will drive like this. No one drives like this. We don't drive like this. Some of you are like, no one drives like that. You keep your hands to your side, use your wrist. We don't drive like this. We don't throw the car underhand like that. We don't palm the wheel. Dave mentioned that. We don't palm the wheel. You'll lose. But my mama, we're not teaching your mama. But my daddy, we're not teaching your daddy. Have both hands on the wheel. 9 and 3. Really, based on AAA, they say 7 and 5 is the best way to hold the steering wheel. So have both hands on the wheel. To slow down or to stop gradually on ice, use blank on the brakes. What do you use? To slow down and stop gradually on ice, use what on the brakes? Thank you. Light, steady pressure. On wet roads, driving lane tracks of other vehicles ahead of you. When you're learning to drive in the rain, you want to find those grooves of those cars. These are the grooves. Find those grooves. Drive in those grooves. The tires have kicked out water. You have better traction. If you drive to the edge or to the left lane where people are trying to be crazy and you hit a sheet of water, you just hit the wall. You've rolled your car over. You flipped it in a ditch. Slow down. Take your time. The most common reason for traction loss while driving in snow is what? The most common reason for loss of traction while driving in snow is what? Sudden movements, quick movements. You hit the brakes, you slide. Oh my God, I'm gonna hit a car. You just hit a car because you hit the brakes. Or you steer real fast. Oh my God, you just lost control. All of you taking driver's ed in the summer, it's 101 degrees out. But old man winter is coming. And you're going to be driving in snow and ice. You know, collisions go up in the wintertime. People don't know how to drive. If your vehicle is skidding, you should do what? If your vehicle is skidding, what's up? How you doing? If your vehicle is skidding, you should do what? Skidding. You're out of control. Skidding. Come over to the school tonight. They're doing donuts right now. I'm a senior. I can do that. No, you can't. You want to turn in the direction you want to go. In a rear wheel power skid, your vehicle's blank tires are spinning. Rear wheel power skid. Rear wheel power skid. The rear tires are spinning. If your vehicle begins to lose traction, you should slowly and gradually what? Kind of a tricky one. See if we get it right. If your vehicle begins to lose traction, you should slowly and gradually what? The brakes. Not apply. The loss of traction, most difficult to identify quickly, is what? The loss of traction. It is hydroplaning. It's raining, you start going real fast, and the car actually lifts up on the water, and you feel the car sliding. You're like, oh my God. Oh. And then you got to lift your foot off and let the speed drop back down. You'll skid. You'll crash. You'll slide out. Cruise control works best when driving on slippery roads. True or false? Cruise control works best on slippery roads. True or false? It is false. What is black ice? Yeah, black ice. What is black ice? This is ice you cannot see. You're going too fast, you hit the brakes, you just rear end someone. You go through the intersection. In a vehicle with anti-lock brakes, when are you braking for an emergency vehicle? You stop, you should do what? In a vehicle equipped with anti-lock brakes, when you are braking for an emergency vehicle, stop, you should what? Apply full brakes. Because the car with anti-lock brakes, you can just hit that brake and you won't skid. Cars without anti-lock brakes, you got to pump that brake, pump that brake, pump that brake, so you don't skid. Type in what you learned today. Everyone type in one thing you learned today. Guys, type in one thing you learned today. Type in one thing you learned today. Come on. Almost done, baby. One thing you learned today. Let's go. Let's get our value. One thing you learned today. Type what you learned. Gradual release. Gradual release. You gradually go around the neighborhoods, go on small roads, small streets, drive during off-peak hours. Thank you, R. Make sure you follow, make sure you subscribe. Gradual release. Gradually go through the neighborhood. All right, overall, thought it was good session today. I think a lot of you who are looking at this content, you want to learn how to drive. And I'm a state certified driving instructor. Our target today was about driving in hazardous conditions. I wanted to welcome you into the class. I really want you to do your best and learn and ask questions. I do appreciate all of you staying here, and I try to give you good information in class, in car. I'm producing a lot of content, so you're going to learn a lot. You need to subscribe to the channel because I'm going to be putting together a members-only group where we will have more one-on-one sessions. I'll be putting together a stand store, and I have digital products that you can order. And then we'll have smaller groups of 4, 10, or 12 people. And then you'll be able to ask me questions one-on-one as a state certified driving instructor. I want you to be safe drivers. I'm here to support you. I'm here to help you, but you have to subscribe. That's how I know that you're really part of the system and the ecosystem want to grow. So I want to say thank you and bye, guys.